Now, I see, some of the business leaders are, sitting right in front. And just a quick question. Do you think in today's day, we are living in 2025, are you still struggling to find a good talent? Are you waiting too long and probably even thinking that we are paying way too much? That's probably one of the problems that you are, facing. Probably a tool like HYRGPT, is here to help. Josh introduced, HYRGPT in a different way because that was the pitch that time. It's changed, and I'll cover some of those aspects today. So if you look at all the business leaders, the only thing that's on their mind is, hey, how can I grow my business faster and more profitably? But there's a challenge. The way to achieve this growth, passes through a step called recruitment. Typically about 25 steps long. We actually did mappings and workflow. Someone creates a requisition, someone approves, and that's how this entire process works. It's very, very painful. It's long. It takes a lot of times and largely driven by in-house teams. And often a lot of times for bigger organizations, they fall short of helping hands. So they pay recruitment consultants, agencies, and many more things, right? Pay higher and higher than market practice. The whole idea is, it's impacting them. The cost to hire is increasing, the time to hire is increasing, and again, there is no predictability. So if you look at what's happening today at 2025, the external landscape is changing. Candidates, especially the Gen Zs, they're using AI to craft their resumes. So a lot of times, you'll suddenly start seeing deepfake resumes. There are a lot of keyword stuff. So if you have to use traditional rule-based systems, or what you mentioned at the beginning, things are not going to work. They will land up on hiring manager's desk. Again, number of applications for each role. When we have been speaking to companies, they're saying, hey, we are seeing almost 1.5 times more applications. That means there's less predictability and more such resumes are landing on hiring manager's desk. And if they're deepfake, the challenge is magnified. However, if you look at, I can scan a QR code, make lakhs of payment today, use all thanks to UPI. But unfortunately for talent acquisition or HR function, it has not kept pace with the technology evolution. The process is still seems to be the same age old. I still go through the resume, identify, do that keyword search, and so on and so forth. A lot of times recruiters are also not even subject matter expert. And all of this is resulting in a lot of... and if you look at it, a day in life of recruiter typically spends 70% of their time sourcing candidate calling. Now, this is that area which is ripe for disruption. And that's what we are doing at HYRGPT. It's a talent acquisition. So we are offering talent acquisition services as a software. It's an AI agent that's doing all of this in the back end. It's simple. Literally matter of 30 seconds we could get started. All I need is an input, job description, and plug and play systems with the integration we could do. It's conversational. Today everybody wants to talk, have a conversation. People don't want to just fill up forms and keep waiting probably. Someday I'll hear back. The whole idea is, can I start conversation? Can I change that call to action button from apply now to interview now? Can I take candidates closer to their dream job much, much faster? And can I drive this conversation in a very, very expert way? That's what we do at HYRGPT. So if you look at it, there are a host of candidates which apply for multiple things. There's an AI agent that's sourcing in an autonomous way. It's screening candidates as and when they apply. It's qualifying them if they are a good fit for this role or another role. And it's conducting interviews in a completely automated way. It's even running campaigns on the existing organizational data and say, hey, last time you applied, there's a new role opened up. Are you interested? That's where today recruiters are spending a lot of their time. So, all in all, sir, we are augmenting human decision-making capabilities using a technology, and this has been proven. More than 50 plus paid customers already using it across multiple things. So whether they are enterprises, whether they are startups, whether they are leading staffing and placement companies, we are powering their productivity. And the results speak for themselves. We ran for one of the leading BFSI player campus recruitment for 2 years in a row. We were able to demonstrate 94% accuracy when AI and human run in parallel. We were able to save massive amount of time. Another client, they've been seeing that the moment candidate applies, within 15 minutes the interview round is done. They're getting that entire analytics that they can move forward and say, hey, can I quickly close this candidate in 3 days time instead of 3 weeks? That's the kind of efficiency we are building in. We started, George, that was the introduction, talent acquisition, recruitment. That's where we started. But all of those customers who are working with us very, very closely are saying, hey Samir, these candidates are joining us. They are undergoing through multiple training modules. Now, can you do that assessment as a means of case study generator, right? Week 1, I underwent a training program. Can I now do that skill and knowledge check in a conversational manner so that I can timely give them feedback and improve things? So that's where we are evolving as an organization. We will launch an AI-first staffing vertical, and Harvard Business Review has covered us as a standalone case study. Everest Group has covered. We've been part of multiple accelerators. Now, if you look at it, this is not just a tool. It's an entire change management program, because anyone can bring in a tool, but it has to be done in a very, very structured manner. There has to be a top-down alignment, and that's where a team of 3 founders with almost 2 decades of experience across enterprises, we are driving it. And usually, I don't do this kind of a presentation. I usually start with the experience. That means when I'm on a stage, I get a call. There's an AI interviewer, typical AI interview that starts conducting my interview. We usually play a small clip of it. But given this format, that's where it is. And happy to interact with leaders after this session in the networking. So, perfect. Thank you.